Hello there again, it's Martin, and welcome to another episode of converting Larry the Landy into an overland camper. And woohoo! Passed the MOT. I took it a couple of days ago, and initially it failed. And what did it fail on? Let me show you. It didn't have that rubber on the brake pedal. So £2.50 later for another rubber, past the MOT. Really pleased and quite surprised that it got through. It's been off-road now for 18 years. The first time that I drove it to the MOT centre was the first time the wheels have moved on a road for 18 years. And the only thing that I had to do was put on a £2.50 rubber. Didn't even know that was part of the MOT, but apparently it is. So there you go. Every day's a school day. Now, the biggest expense so far has been new tyres and wheels as well. The wheels that were on here were for a standard 90 or 110, but the 130 has to have uprated wheels for the extra weight. And they were rusted and in a terrible state, and the tyres have been set for 18 years, so they were pretty useless. So I've got some chunky tyres on all four wheels with nice new black steel wheels, which will be painted green when I paint everything else green as well. But that does mean that I had some tyres left over, or some wheels left over. This one is probably the best of the wheels. The others are much more rusty than this, and it's got a reasonable tyre on it. I kept one other wheel that had got a better tyre on it, so between the two I can probably put together a spare, but I've now got to mount it somewhere. So there's a couple of options. I could either mount it on the bonnet, but with the bull bars in the way, it's difficult to lift the bonnet as it is, and with the extra weight and everything, it's very difficult. So what I'm going to try and do is mount it on the back here. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is a swing away carrier, but the custom made swing away carriers are designed to go on the hinges of existing back doors, so I haven't got that option, so I'm going to come up with a solution. So what I'm going to try and do is use these gate hinges, so galvanised gate hinges, garage door hinges, and what I'm going to try and do is mount a couple on the back here, and the wheel will then fit between here and just pokes out just slightly over there. Join these together and bolt the wheel on. But I also, although this is going to be behind, the toilet is going to be just behind here, it would be nice if I could still open that door if I need to. So what I've got to do is to fix it in place normally, but be able to unbolt it so that the whole thing can swing out. Now, I bought some long bolts, which I thought would stick out like that and will fit on. But as you can see, the thread is only that much, and it needs to be much longer. Rooted around in the workshop, came across these. Don't know what they were, some sort of table mount or something like that. But these I'll be able to weld onto the hinges, and they're just the right length for taking the wheel, and so I'll take the wheel in a couple of places, a couple of the mounting holes, and then I'll see once it's up how I'm going to fix it so it doesn't swing out when you're driving along. So this is the setup that I'm going to try. So there'll be a bar welded onto the ends of the hinge, which keeps it all square at that end, and this will press against the tyre on the inboard side. Then these will be welded in the correct place so that the tyre can fit onto it, and then at this end that will be what's bolted to the corner upright. So that's the general idea. I may have to strengthen here as well, I'm not sure, but we'll try this first of all and see whether the concept works, and then I can refine it from there. So now I've got the wheel at the sort of height that I want it at. Notice the snazzy pile of stuff to hold it up, but that's exactly in the point where it needs to be. And I've welded 2 bars onto the hinges. So what I've got to do now is work out what height this has got to be so that that and that match up with bolts sticking out and the whole thing can swing out. So let's have a practice at that then. So what I've done is temporarily join the hinges onto a piece of wood, really so that I can see how much sag there was in the unit once it's up. So that's okay. So now the minimum height I've marked will stop the wheel catching on this hinge here. But when I measured between the top and bottom hinges, the minimum is here, which means about there. And the rest is halfway between, and then there's plenty of clearance on this hinge. So what I've got to do now is mount these hinges on the upwards. So all welded together now. So these plates are welded on the back here. I've welded an extra strengthening bar across the back there, and this long bar here is to attach to the door itself, so that swings across, locates into the bolts, and then got 17mm nuts to do it up. When the tire are on, it actually fits quite easily onto those bolts, surprisingly. But that's all the finished article. All I've got to do now is clean up all the welds and give it a good paint, and then it'll all be done. That's the wheel fitted onto the carrier. So as you can see, it just misses the opening of the back door. These were the, I don't know what you call them, nuts, I suppose, that were on with it. Whether I'll keep them or whether I'll put some rubber nuts on, I don't know, but at least it's holding in place. And I've just chained with a padlock, just for a little bit of security, although to be honest, if somebody wants to nick it, they're probably doing me a favour at the moment. But there we are, that's the finished article.